ones.
Everyone ready? Let's get to work. 26. Two stacks of 10 and one stack of 6. 26 is 2 10s and 6 1s. 47. Four stacks of 10 and 7 1s. 47 is 4 10s and 7 1s. 35. Three stacks of 10 and 5 1s. 35 is 3 10s and 5 1s. 28. Two stacks of 10 and 8 1s. 28 is 2 10s and 8 1s. Great job, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Welcome, everyone, to How Likely Is It? Where we answer the question, how likely is it? But before we get started, let's meet our contestants. Bunches, Melvin, Wally, and Croaky. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to show you some things and then ask you how likely they are. You will answer by saying that it's certain, likely, unlikely, or impossible. Here's our first scenario. When pigs fly. Bunches, is this certain, likely, unlikely, or impossible?
Well, oh my, Happy. That seems pretty far-fetched. I'm going to say impossible.
That's right, impossible. That's 1 point for you. Now on to Melvin. If I put a nickel into this gum machine, how likely is it that I will get a pink gumball?
Well, let's see. There are mostly pink gumballs in there, but also a few white ones. So while it's not certain you'll end up with a pink one, it's very likely.
You are correct. That's great, Melvin. But now, Wally, how likely is it that I'll get a white gumball?
Oh, well, there aren't very many white ones in there, but I suppose it's still possible that you could get one. However, it's very unlikely.
Great job, everyone. Let's move on to Croaky.
Very likely.
Wait for the question, Croaky. Here it comes. How likely is it that the sun will suddenly start moving across the sky in the other direction?
Very likely.
I'm sorry, Croaky. That's incorrect. Bunches, how about it?
Well, the sun has been around for billions of years, and it's always moved in the same direction across the sky. I'm going to say something like that happening is impossible.
Great job! Now, Melvin, how likely is it that it will get dark tonight?
Well, Happy, it gets dark every night after the sun sets. So I'm going to say that it is certain it will get dark tonight.
Correct you are, my friend. Back to you, Wally. Now, take a look at this. Millions of years ago, dinosaurs were wiped out when a large asteroid slammed into Earth. How likely is it this will happen again?
Yikes! I'm not an expert on dinosaurs, but I'm hoping it's unlikely.
Absolutely correct. Okay, Croaky, one more question.
Very likely.
Okay, but let's hear the question first. Croaky, how likely is it that it will rain indoors?
Very likely.
But Croaky, I don't think you understood the question. I said, how likely is it that it will rain indoors? Like inside.
Yeah, I heard you, and I said, very likely.
Croaky, it can't rain inside. It's impossible. What makes you think it will?
'Cause I accidentally hung my backpack on your fire alarm.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. I really hope that it's likely that I see you next time on How Likely Is It?
To nouns.
Once upon a time, long, long ago, King Grammar traveled his kingdom, making sure all of his people had everything they needed to be good citizens of Grammar.
Leaping, dancing, milking, juggling!
Oh, bravo, sir! Your song is charming, but why not use a few nouns to make it more interesting?
Nouns?
Absolutely, kind sir. A noun is a person, place, thing, or animal. Say it with me. A person, place, thing, or animal. Instead of only singing about leaping, add a few nouns and you can have knights leaping down a street. Instead of milking, why not sing of a farmer milking his cow? Or instead of simply juggling, sing of a boy juggling apples. And why sing only of dancing when you can sing of children dancing in a fountain? Now you say it. Nouns can be
A person.
A thing. A place.
An animal. Oh, I mean...
An animal.
farewell, people of Grammar Kingdom.
Farewell, King Grammar. Thank you for bringing us nouns.
Once upon a time, there was a town where nothing had its own name. The shops were just shops with no names. The school was just a school. Even the people didn't have names.
Wife, where is Dog?
Dog is outside.
Okay, see you later, wife.
Goodbye, husband.
Not even the pets had names.
Hey, Dog. Come here, Dog. Not you, Dog. And not you, Dog. There you are, Dog. Let's go. Oh, hi, kid next door. Hi, kid who lives down the street.
Hi, neighbor man who lives in the blue house.
This town wasn't on a map because it didn't have a name. But all that changed the day King Grammar rode in to the town with no name.
Welcome to town. But what's the name of this town?
What's a name?
A name is what you call a particular person, place, thing, or animal so you can talk about it. It's like this. My name is King Grammar. What's your name? What do people call you?
Man, of course. And this is Dog.
Please call me King Grammar. That's my name.
What exactly is a name again?
Listen, my horse's name is Traveler. Your life would be so much easier with names.
These are strange words you're saying. But I welcome you to our town anyway.
And what do you call this town?
Town, of course.
So King Grammar accompanied the man into town. He wanted all the people to know about names.
In that shop, we buy our meat. In that shop, we buy our bread. And here is where we buy our clothes.
Listen, good people of town. You really need to get a name for this place. Let me explain. Words like man, dog, and house that we use to talk about people and animals and places and other things, those are called nouns. In fact, the words for all the things that we can see around us right now are nouns. Shop, horse, street, your town, even my bugle. We use a noun like man for every man, so we call it a common noun. But if you want to talk about one particular person, then you need to have a name for that person that is different from what you call other men. Take me, for example. I'm a man, but my name is King Grammar, not man. When you say my name, I know you're talking about me, see? Not some other man. A noun like that, which is the name of something, is called a proper noun. With proper nouns, you can tell which person you are talking about in this town of... Oh, dear. The town of Proper. We're going to call this town Proper. That's good. But the first letter of a proper noun is always a capital letter. So let's fix that.
You know, I like that.
Hello there, William. Yes, your name will be William. And your dog, Bella, is quite pretty. Tommy's Tailor Shop. The Muffin Man Bakery. Great Chop's Butcher Shop.
Can a school have a name?
Of course, every school has a name.
I say we call it King Grammar Elementary School.
Right. What a beautiful name. And this is a beautiful town. I think I'll stay a while.
Oh, hi! You're just in time. I'm about to see what's going on in my good friend Maggie's art studio. Hi, Maggie.
Hi, Ivan. I just finished reading my favorite fable, The Lion and the Mouse. Now, I'm going to learn how to draw the characters in the story.
Whoa, how can someone learn to draw a character? I thought people just know how to draw, or they don't.
Of course you can learn how to draw. Just like you can learn how to play the guitar or how to read.
But when I learned how to read, I started with letters. And the letters became words, and the words became sentences. Do drawings start with something simple like letters?
They sure do. When you are learning how to draw something, you start with...
Wait, I want to guess. It's coming to me, and... Nope, no idea.
Shapes. They're kind of the letters of drawing. Did someone say shapes? Oh, hi, Shauna. I'm going to show Ivan how a drawing can start with shapes.
But Maggie, I don't see any shapes in your lion or your mouse.
Oh, let me look. You know how I love hunting for shapes. And yep, Maggie's right. I see lots of shapes in these characters.
But how can they help me draw a lion like that?
Well, let's start with a simpler lion. Just like you started reading with simple words. We're going to start with a nice big trapezoid for the body and a rectangle for the head. We're going to add 2 long rectangles for the front legs and 2 circles, one for each ear. Next, we add a smaller circle inside each ear and then 2 more circles for the eyes, with smaller circles inside that are the pupils. You're going to draw an ellipse like this. Put a triangle at the center of the top, which gives your lion a perfect nose. Draw a line down and make a W for the mouth with a little line at the end of each tip. Put a half circle at the bottom of each rectangle, and from the side of the trapezoid, you're going to draw what looks like the palm of a mitten. Add a big S for the tail, a circle around the head that will turn into a mane, 2 triangles for teeth, and 2 crescents for eyebrows. We double the S for the tail, add a pointed oval at the end of it, put in some freckles, and then make the mane furry looking. Last but not least, color in the nose and eyes, leaving little white spaces. Add lines for whiskers, hair, and claws. And voila! You've just drawn a perfectly wonderful lion. And once your drawing is done, you can add color to it, if you want to.
Fantastic! You really can use shapes to make a drawing of a lion. And you know how I love to make things.
Let's see how some of the kids watching did. Wow! Everyone did a great job! Bye, everybody!
Bye, Maggie! See you next time! This is Ivan, signing off.
Hi, kids. Professor Esther Hester here. And this is Jester, my lab partner. Say hello, Jester. Today, we are going to use science to learn all about how musical instruments make sound. Bet you didn't know that there's actually a science to music. It's all about energy, sound energy. In order to make a sound, an object has to move back and forth. We call that back and forth motion vibration. When something vibrates, it makes the air vibrate, and that vibration moves through the air from the object to our ears. The vibrating air makes the eardrum inside our ears vibrate. That's how we hear the sound. When we play a music instrument, we're just making it vibrate in a special way to make musical notes. Different instruments make sounds in different ways. Let's look at some of them. These cymbals, bells, and drums will make a sound when you hit them. Thanks, Jester. Now watch what happens when I hit this gong softly with this mallet. I created a small vibration and a quiet sound. Now, watch what happens when I hit this gong hard. I created a big vibration and a loud sound. Isn't that right, Jester? Instruments like these guitars, violins, and harps make sound when the strings vibrate. The harder the musician plucks the string, the louder the sound. It's fun to play the ukulele. It's even fun just to say ukulele. Ukulele! Wind instruments like flutes, trumpets, and clarinets are hollow tubes with air inside. You can make the air vibrate by blowing into the tube. When you play a trumpet, like I do, you make your lips vibrate when you blow, like this. That's what causes the air in the trumpet to vibrate to make music. A flute works a little differently than a trumpet. Instead of making your lips vibrate, you blow across the hole at the top, and that makes the air inside vibrate. Listen. You can actually try this at home even if you don't have an instrument. It's time for today's experiment, which I like to call Professor Hester's Tester. For this experiment, you'll need a few empty bottles filled with different amounts of water. Thanks, Jester. I see you found my nephew Lester.
Hi.
I filled each bottle with different amounts of water, just like you said.
Good job, Lester. Now, put your mouth where you can blow right across the opening. Keep blowing until you get a clear note. That's it!
Why was this note different?
When there is more liquid in the bottle, there is less room for air. Because of this, the air inside vibrates faster, so the note is higher. A bottle with less liquid has more air. Then the air inside the bottle vibrates slower, so the note is lower. Okay, let's jam, boys. Hit it, Jester. See you next time.